Good morning, children. Let's see English Balbharti Standard 7, Unit 1 from that lesson number 1.4 The King's Choice. It's from Folktale Retold, written by Shankar Pillai. King's Choice is written by Keshav Shankar Pillai. He is better known as Shankar. He was an Indian cartoonist. He is considered the father of political cartoonists in India. He founded Shankar's Weekly, India's Punch in 1948. He born on 31st July 1902 and died on 26 December 1989. Let's see on page number 10. Lesson number 1.4 The King's Choice. There was once a lion who was king of the forest. He was big and strong and very fierce. Fierce means dangerous. All the other animals in the forest called him king. They brought him gifts from every corner of the forest. But the more lion had, the more he wanted. It means that lion was very greedy. He wanted more gifts. The king must have a court, he said to himself one day. He called a fox to his side. You are known to be a wise and clever creature, fox, said the lion. I want you to be my advisor. Now what happened? He called court one day and he called fox and he made him advisor. Thank you, your majesty, said the fox, bowing low. The lion next called a leopard to his side. Now who is the next one? That is leopard. You are known to be watchful and swift of foot, leopard. I want you to be my bodyguard. Now he said, he ordered leopard that you will be my bodyguard. That fox will be as a advisor and leopard will be as a bodyguard. Thank you, your majesty, said the leopard, bowing low. The lion then called a vulture to his side. You are a bird, vulture can fly high. You are to be my messenger. Now what he said to vulture? That you are my messenger. So here you can see that king called a court, and in that court now he announced that fox will work as an advisor, leopard will work as a bodyguard, and vulture will work as a messenger. Thank you, your majesty, said the vulture, bowing low. The fox, the vulture and the leopard took an oath of loyalty to the king. The king promised to give them food and protection. For some time all went well in the court of the Lion King. The three courtiers never opposed the king. His wishes were law. Whenever he roared, they stood in a way. Whenever he took a walk, they followed him. When the Lion King went hunting, they found the animals for him to kill. And after he had his meal, he left the remains for them, so they always had enough to eat. One day, the vulture came back from a flight. Your Majesty, have you ever eaten a camel? He asked. It is very tasty. I ate it once in the desert. The lion had never seen a camel, but he liked the idea of trying camel's meat. But where can we get a camel? He asked. There is a desert some mile away, said the vulture. I was flying over it when I saw a lone camel not far away. It looked big and fat. The lion looked at his other advisors. They were wise and experienced. He wanted their opinion. Now the fox and the leopard did not know the desert, but they did not want the vulture to seem wiser than them. So they said, since it was the vulture's idea, he should lead the way. Now what happened? That vulture is asking to the lion, would you like to eat camel? Now lion is thinking, why not? Once I should try camel's meat. but before that he thought that I should take decision of my advisors, and that his advisors, both of they are also agreed with him. Why not? We will go towards the desert area and we will search that camel. Once we have to be try meat of camel. So now they started their journey towards the desert area. Early next morning, the lion and his court started off on the camel hunt. They reached the edge of the desert easily, but after they left the shelter of the forest, the day became very hot. The sun shone down with fire-hot rays. High up in the cooler air, a vulture flew. "Hurry along," he called. "The camel is not far off." But the lion could not hurry any more. The hot sand had burned his paws. He could go no further. "Stop," he shouted to others. "Let us go back to the forest. I do not care to try camel meat." The Lion King's advisors were frightened. The forest was far behind them and they did not know how to get the lion back home. The leopard wanted to run away. Run away, it is a phrase. Means escape from the place. The vulture wanted to watch and wait and eat the lion later on. But the clever fox thought of a plan. Off into the desert he ran, saying, "I will bring some help." Now what happens, students? All of they started their journey towards the desert. But as you know that desert area, it is very hot area. And all of these animals, they are habitual with the forest, correct? No, cooler area. But now what happened when they started that time, that because of hot sand, that lion's paws were burned. And now he shouted on others that he should not go further. So he said, "Stop now." And now all of they were frightened. They thought, now what to do? We came very far from the forest. Now how again we will go back? They were having a big question. So leopard wanted to run away. He did not want to stop over there or did not want to continue his journey. So he said, now I don't want to go to find out the camel, and I don't want to eat meat of camel. I want to go back. So now all of they are having a question what to do. But the clever fox thought of a plan. Off into the desert he ran and saying, "I will bring some help." Let's see what he will do now. After running for some time, the fox found the camel. The camel was indeed surprised to see him. "Hurry up, friend camel," said the fox. "Our king wants you at once." "Your king?" said the camel. "Who is that?" "I don't know any king. I only know my master, for whom I carry goods across the desert." "Our king, the lion, has killed your master," said the fox. "Now you are free, and the lion has invited you to live at his court. Come along." The camel followed the fox. When the fox and the camel reached the lion's camp, the vulture and the leopard were surprised. Even the lion looked pleased in spite of his burned paws. The camel was presented to the king. He agreed to serve the lion in return for a home at his court. "Get on the camel's back, your majesty," said the fox. "We will return home." The lion at once jumped on to the camel's back. His courtiers, the fox and the leopard, jumped up behind him, and with the vulture flying ahead as a guide, they set off on the long journey back to the forest. Set off means begin a journey, means again they started to go back towards the forest. Students, as you know that fox is very clever animal, very selfish animal. So now what happened, that fox returned back to search camel, and he got that camel, and what he said, that our king is calling you. So that time that camel refused to the fox, but fox said that our king killed your master. Now you are free and you can come with us in the court of lion. So after that camel agreed with him and he followed the fox. When the fox and the camel reached the lion's camp, the vulture and leopard were surprised. Even the lion looked pleased in spite of his burned paws. He got that fox and camel, now both of they came, and he got little bit happy because he wanted to go back towards the forest. And like this way, now fox told to his master, lion king, that you have to sit back of the camel. and he sat on the back, and immediately fox and leopard, they also jumped and sit behind him. And now they started their journey towards forest. When the travelers reached the forest, they were all tired and hungry. The fox, the leopard, and the vulture looked at the camel. Then they looked at each other and smiled hungry smiles. They had brought the camel for the king's dinner. Now it was time for the feast. The Lion King knew what his courtiers were thinking. He called the camel to him. "Friend camel," he said, "I have to thank you for saving my life. You are welcome to live at my court as long as you like. I promise you my protection." The lion's courtiers were shocked. Had they not risked their lives so that he could try camel meat? And the king wanted to let the camel live. Now what happened when they reached in the court? After that, lion called camel, "Friend camel, come here. I have to thank for saving my life." Like this, that lion said to the camel. And this was heard by three of them. They got shocked. They were not understanding what is going on. Why that lion is saying like this way to the camel. They became very confused. And lion told to camel that you can now welcome to you, and you can stay with me in my court as long as you like. So I promise you that I will give you protection. So when that three courtiers, they heard, they were not understanding what is going on. They become confused. The courtiers were not pleased with his decision, yet they could do nothing. Now the lion's paws were so badly burned that he could not go hunting, but that did not keep him from growing very hungry indeed. "Fox, leopard, vulture," he shouted, "don't you see that I am ill and hungry? Go and get me some food." The courtier had to obey the king. So out they went, but they did not go far. They sat down in a safe place and discussed what they could do. "I know," said the fox after a while, "we shall make the camel ask to be eaten." He told others of his plan. They all agreed, so back they went to the king. First the vulture stepped forward. "Your Majesty," he said, bowing low, "we have found no food, but we cannot let your Majesty suffer. I am a poor creature. Eat me." The three courtiers, they were not pleased with the decision of lion. Now what happened? They were thinking now what to do, what plan we will make. So immediately after that, lion shouted on them and called them and asked them that you have to go outside and bring some food for me. Now three of them went outside the court, and they did not go for hunting. They just sat down in a safe place and discussed what they could do. So now after some time, fox said that we shall make the camel ask to be eaten. And he told to others of his plan, and all of them were agreed. So back they went to the king. And first of all, that vulture asked to the king that if you are very hungry, you may eat me. Okay, so you can eat that vulture. Like this, vulture told to lion. The fox pushed the vulture aside. "I have more meat on me," he cried. "Eat me, your Majesty." Now the leopard rushed forward. "I am not much good," he cried, "but I could make a meal for the king." The camel listened to all these offers. He must do as much, he thought. "Your Majesty," he said, "I too am willing to give my life for you. Please eat me instead of these three old friends of yours who will be more useful than I am." This was what the fox, the leopard, and the vulture were waiting for. They prepared to jump at the camel, but the lion stopped them. "You are all good and loyal subjects," he said. "My heart is touched by your offers. I accept them all. I shall eat you in the order in which you offered yourself." The vulture, the fox, the leopard were shocked. Away flew the vulture, away ran the fox and the leopard. They were never seen in the forest again. The lion laughed to see them on. Then he turned to the camel and said, "You have been loyal and good. You shall be my friend as long as we are alive." The camel was happy and grateful. The lion thought to himself, "To be king is good, but to be kind is better." Now here what happened? They made one plan, but actually they don't know that their plan will not get success. So now here lion accepted them all there. He said that, "Yes, I shall eat you in the order in which you offered yourself, the vulture, the fox and the leopard." But now when they heard about this, they got shocked. Away that flew the vulture, away ran the fox and the leopard. Means they went outside the court and they never seen in the forest again. And then after that lion laughed on them and he said to the camel that, "You have been loyal and good. You shall be my friend as long as we are alive." So the camel became very happy and grateful. The lion thought to himself that to be king is good, but to be kind is better. Like this way, story ended happily. Children, let's see now on page number 10. Guess the meaning of fears in the context. So what is the meaning of fears? That is angry, aggressive and dangerous. That next question is given over there. Think and answer. Why must a king have a court? So what is the answer? The king must have a court to discuss his ideas and plans with his courtiers. And he also has to get the advice from the wise men of the court on how to handle various matters in his own kingdom and other kingdoms. For that he must have a court. Next question is, what qualities are necessary in the following? Why? So following means first one is the king, then advisor, bodyguard and messenger. Like this here it is given. So what qualities necessary in the king? That leadership, correct? No, kindness, then justification. All these qualities are necessary in the king. In advisor, that advisor must be intelligent. He must have knowledge, correct? And again same thing, that justification should be there. After that, bodyguard must have strength, courage, loyalty. And next one, that is the messenger. So messenger should be he must have speed, punctuality, strength, all these things. Okay, so you have to write down everything in your answer. What is the next question? What is oath of loyalty? So you have to write down, an oath of loyalty is a formal promise made by someone to be loyal to somebody or something. Means you have to be loyal towards someone. Write down in your words. Write and read aloud oath that each of the courtier must have taken. So here it is written, it means that you have to write the whatever the oath is taken by fox, by the leopard, by the vulture. So first oath it was taken by the fox, that I will be wise and clever and always give advice that will be benefit my king. Second one oath was taken by a leopard, and what leopard said, that I will be watchful and swift and always protect my king even at the cost of my own life. And third one, that is the vulture. So what vulture said, that I will be quick and punctual and always deliver and bring messages speedily. Like this way they took oath. So it is, these questions are given on page number 10. So you have to write down in your classwork copy. Children, now see page number 11. The question is given, why was the vulture told to lead the way? The answer will be, the fox and the leopard did not know the desert, but they did not want the vulture to seem wiser than them, and so they said that since it was the vulture's idea, he should lead the way. Next question. Think and answer from that first one. Why had the lion never seen a camel? The lion lived in the forest and camel in the desert area. The lion had never been to the desert, hence he had never seen a camel. Next question, that is, what advice did the fox and the leopard give? Was it based on good and sound thinking? The answer will be the fox and leopard indirectly advised to the lion to hunt for the camel and told the vulture to lead the way. No. The next question, what is that sub question? Was it based on the good and the sound thinking? No. The advice was not based on good and sound thinking. Let's see on page number 12. The first question is given. Do you think the vulture was enjoying the search? So answer will be yes. The vulture was enjoying the search. After that, next question, that do you think the king's decision to go back was right? So again the answer will be yes. The king's decision to go back was right. Next question is given, that can you guess the plan that the fox had thought of? The fox had thought that he would take the camel to the lion and then kill the camel. They would all be able to taste the camel's meat and also have their fill. Next question, that is, why does the fox addresses the camel as friend camel? The fox addresses the camel as friend camel so that the camel thinks of him as a friend and follows him without getting suspicious. Next one, what qualities of the courtiers emerge in this part of the story? So here answer will be, the qualities that emerge are that cleverness of fox, then disloyalty of leopard and vulture. See on page number 13, the question is given, the fox, the leopard and the vulture have the same thought about the camel. Why is it so? So now here answer will be yes, they are having same thought because they had now managed to bring the camel for their king's dinner and it was time for all of them to feast. That next question is given, did you expect the lion to be kind to the camel? Do you think his decision was right? So answer will be, no, I did not expect that lion to be kind to the camel. Yes, I think his decision was right, for the camel had saved his life. So next question, that is, why did the courtiers have to obey the king? The courtiers had to obey the king for they were probably afraid that he would otherwise kill them. Next one, where the courtiers begin loyal to the king. So here I think this answer you can write, correct no students? So this answer you have to write down in your own words. I just want to see what you will write. Let's see page number 14. The question is, what qualities of the camel are seen in his speech? So here you have to write down the qualities of camel, that is foolishness, then kind-hearted, self-sacrifice. All of these are the qualities of camel. Next question, that why did the lion laugh to see the courtiers go? That lion was laughed to see the courtiers go because he had not actually meant to kill them, but he laughed on their foolishness and their selfish nature. Next one, that is friend a position at a court? How is it different? Now students, this question, it is open-ended question, so you can write this answer in your words. So you have to attempt that question, okay? And all these questions you have to write down in your classwork notebook. So let's turn towards the English workshop. It is given on page number 15. So first question is, write a character sketch of each of the animal. Write about their actions, their thoughts and qualities that emerge through them. You may present the sketch in the form of a graphic. So now here what you have to write? You have to write down the qualities of each animal, each character, okay, whatever in the story, and you have to draw their sketch Means you have to draw, first of all you have to draw lion, then fox, then leopard, vulture and camel, like this way. You can draw any other sketch also, means you can draw in the sketch of court, okay, or all of theirs sat together, like this way. Any other sketch also you can draw. Next question, that is using your imagination write more sentences in the same pattern. So here it is given first sentence, but the more the lion had, the more he wanted. Second one, whenever he took a walk, they followed him. So now here what you have to do, you have to use your imagination and write more sentences like this, okay, in the same pattern. Next question, that is turn the story into a play as a group activity and present the scene in the classroom. Now it is not possible nowadays, correct? No, because of COVID-19. So when the school will reopen, that time we will do this activity. Before that, what you have to do now, you have to write down your own story. Okay, the topic may be different, but you have to you should try to write your own story. Next one, question number now you have to write down question number 5, that is talk about the good qualities of any one person you do not like. So now you have to see this question very carefully, read it carefully. What is given, that you have to write the good quality of a person, the person you don't like. So you have to write down about your classmate, about your neighbor, whatever it is. So you should write down the person you don't like, about that person. Next question, that is language study. Here it is given common nouns, some things, animals, etc. That is, some nouns can be counted. They are called countable noun. Some common nouns stand for something that cannot be counted. They are called uncountable nouns. Countable nouns have two forms. A noun that shows one person or things, etc., is said to be in the singular. For example, boy, girl, dog, tree, chair. A noun that shows more than one person or thing, etc., is said to be the plural. For example, boys, girls, dogs, trees, chairs. So now here tree diagram is shown over, that common nouns, that two types, countable and uncountable. So in countable again two types are there, singular and plural, and some examples are also given over there. So you have to note down as it is in your grammar notebook. And you have to add some more examples of countable and uncountable nouns. At least you should add 10 examples, okay, of countable and uncountable noun. And if you are having any doubt, you can ask me anytime, okay, you can call me and ask me. So I think that the whole lesson, whole story and the English workshop you understood, and I hope that you will complete your work in time, okay. And if you are having, again I will repeat that if you are having any doubt, you may ask me anytime. Okay students, bye bye, have a nice day.